We have not sowed any seed other than love in these lands. We have been working for these lands, researching for farmers and producing for national economy for a century. In Anatolia, the center of scientific actions that gives directions for development of agriculture and livestock. Bahri Dağdaş International Agricultural Research Institute. This institute in Konya, where is the cereal storehouse of Turkey, is a national and international R&D unit that carries out agricultural activities under General Directorate of Agricultural Researches and Politics, depending on Ministry of Food, Agriculture and Livestock. At the beginning, studies of management were conducted as animal husbandry, whereas 1921, named as Sample Farm, expanded its work made these days foundation of the comprehensive structure. Since 1987, also an important stage of the historical process, Livestock Research Institute and Bahri Dağdaş International Winter Cereals Research Center served as two separate periods as creating the institute. The history dates back to 1914. In 2002, with the institutions merged under the name of Bahri Dağdaş International Agricultural Research Institute, the institute got the present structure. While in the field of institute mission, especially Konya, Karaman, Niğde, Nevşehir, Aksaray and Kayseri, Sivas, Kütahya, Afyon, Isparta and Burdur provinces take important place. The institute has international activities in nearly 100 countries, including the Middle East, Caucasus, Central Asia, Balkans, Northern and Central African countries particularly. Arbiter in the plant research. In the institute, which has agricultural fields that reformatted for tens of years and were home for hundreds of years for researches, comprehensive laboratories, technical infrastructures and expert staff focused on winter cereal breeding researches, especially wheat breeding studies. With the breeding programs on red wheat, durum wheat, barley, oat, triticale and rye, breeding researches are being carried out for new varieties according to requests of Anatolian farmers and sectors. Registration of developed varieties and lines, persistence and improvement of breeding materials take place in institute's tasks. The institute offers the improved materials to the farmers via tens of firms and significantly contributes the economy of farmers, region and country. Besides the winter cereals, there are studies that are being carried out on bean and chickpea, from legumes, maize, sunflower, safflower, soybean, sugar beet and buckwheat, from industrial crops, vetch and vetchling, from forage crops. International significance with breeding studies. In addition to national breeding programs, since 1987, the Institute has been conducting the National Coordination of International Winter Wheat Improvement Program IWWIP in partnership CIMMYT and ICARDA, and which provides breeding materials to nearly 50 countries and more than 100 breeding programs. Since the beginning, materials obtained from IWWIP program 61 bred wheat varieties, 27 of them were for our country, were improved and planting area reached 2.5 million ha. This shows us the considerable success of Institute. Important step against the drought. Following the whole world problems arising from drought with the aim of contribution to national agriculture, Drought Research Center was added to Institute in 2010. This center is one of 3 drought centers. Thus, the Institute became one of 3 drought centers in the world. In this center, the aims of researches are to increase the yield, primarily wheat and barley, improve new resistant varieties to drought, ensure the conscious of water use and water management, improve the agricultural lands by conservation tillage and direct planting techniques. caters to all country with livestock researches. In the institute, a great number of specialists interested in livestock was trained. Initially, as a result of studies of horse breeding, the institute significantly contributed to our region and country. Subsequently, it carried on very much success about poultry and other race. At the present time, studies are performed for increase of productivity in big ruminant, small ruminant and poultry. On behalf of development of new races and preservation of domestic animals, in large animal breeding biotechnological methods as embryo transfer, as to small animals artificial insemination, registered husbandry, and in some provinces, in hand of breeder improvement of small animal projects continues increasingly. In cooperation with public and private sector, detection of new research areas, improvement of research and development market in terms of evaluation of the results and sharing of efficiency, collaborations with universities, public research and development units, private sector and non-governmental organizations continues potently. Farmers and livestock researches are hands in hands. New varieties improved in institute. Method and technologies are reached to stakeholders by educational activities, field days, congress, workshop, and international visits. To agriculture and livestock that are main sources of livelihood of these lands. Scientific supporter, value generator for region and country economy. Bahri Dağdaş International Agricultural Research Institute. For a century, besides farmers. Bahri Dağdaş International Agricultural Research Institute.